Welcome to Best of Biology. Let's learn today about cell biology. Let us learn first what is a cell. All living organisms on earth perform some basic functions for their survival, like digestion, respiration, that is breathing and exchange of gases, excretion, that is removal of waste material, and for these basic functions, organisms have different types of organs present in their body. The basic and fundamental unit of organs is called a cell. Cell is called basic and fundamental unit because it is the smallest collection of matter that utilizes nutrients and converts them into usable energy for the living organism. A human being contains approximately trillions of cells in its body. Cells look different, that is, cells have different shapes and sizes, and there are organisms which are single celled, that is, only one cell forms their complete body. Examples include diatoms, paramecium, amoeba, and there are organisms with multiple cells like plants, animals, human beings, etc. Let us see how does a cell forms complete organism, that is, levels of cellular organization. C. Groups of cells that are similar in structure and function form tissues. Group of tissues make up an organ. Many organs work together and form an organ system, and various organ systems form the body of organism. Let us understand now how the cell was discovered. Robert Hooke was the first scientist who discovered cells in the year 1665. He took thin slices of cork. Cork is a part of a bark of tree, and observed these cork slices under a microscope. He saw honeycomb-like structures, seen in the diagram, and called these structures as cells. The word cell was given from the word cellulae. Cellulae is a Latin word and it means a little room. Robert Hooke called them cells due to their similarity in structure to prisoners' little rooms. What the scientists observed as cells were actually dead cells and not living cells because cork is dead bark of a tree. Living cells were first observed by scientist Antony van Leeuwenhoek and he called them animalcules. Many scientists had contributed in the discovery of cell and its structure. Robert Hooke was the first scientist who coined the term cell. Then scientist Leeuwenhoek discovered free living cells with his improved microscope. It was scientist Robert Brown who discovered the control center of cell, that is nucleus. Purkinje gave the term protoplasm to the fluid matter of the cell. Cell theory was postulated by two scientists, Schleiden and Schwann, and later it was expanded by scientist R. Virchow. The concept of cell theory says that all plants and animals are made up of cells and that cell is the basic unit of life. It was concluded by R. Virchow that omnis cellula is cellula. That means all new cells arise from the pre-existing cells. Cells vary in their shapes and sizes. Cell size ranges from 1 micrometer to 1 millimeter. 1 micrometer is 10 to the power minus 6 meter. Here are some examples. The smallest organism is Mycoplasma, also called as PPLO, that is Pleuropneumonia-like organism. This is a bacteria with size of about 0.3 micrometer. In general, the size of bacteria ranges between 3 to 5 micrometer. Largest cell is the egg of ostrich and longest cell is the nerve cell with up to 1 meter size. Human RBCs are 7 micrometer in size and human egg is of 100 micrometer. Cell shape also varies a lot. Cells can be disc shaped like that of RBCs, that is red blood cells, or rod shaped. Many bacterial cells are rod shaped. WBCs, that is white blood cells, can be spherical, oval, or irregular in shape. Epithelial cells are cuboid in shape, while nerve cells have a typical thread-like structure. We had learnt earlier that there are organisms with only one cell in their body. These organisms that are made of a single cell are called unicellular organisms. And if the organisms are made of many cells, they are called as multicellular organisms. In unicellular organisms, a single cell performs all the necessary functions for the survival of organisms, and thus there is no division of labor. In multicellular organisms, many cells together form tissues, and then organs are specialized to perform various life processes in the body of organism. For example, stomach digests the food, heart pumps the blood, and kidneys remove the waste material. This is called as division of labor, that different types of cells divide the work among them. Unicellular organisms include amoeba, paramecium, diatoms, etc. And multicellular organisms include most plants and human beings. Let us understand the cell structure now. A typical cell consists of three parts. First is plasma membrane or cell membrane. This is the layer that separates the cell from the external environment. This layer allows the transport of nutrients inside the cell and removes the waste material from the cell. Second part is nucleus. Nucleus is the control center of the cell. It contains DNA, that is deoxyribonucleic acid. It is the genetic material required for growth and reproduction in living organisms. Third is cytoplasm. Cytoplasm is the area between cell membrane and nucleus. Cytoplasm contains various organelles that carry out metabolic activities in the cell. Organelles are specialized structures that are distinct and perform various functions. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel Best of Biology.